Jai Hind everyone, this is Harsh Chaudhary and I warmly welcome you all to my channel. If you are new to the channel, I would like to introduce myself in a very brief way, and I would also like you all to know the motive of creating this channel and what kind of videos you can expect from this channel. So I would like to start from the first point, that is my basic introduction. As I already told you my name is Harsh Chaudhary. I come from Muzaffarpur, Bihar, and currently I am in class 12th, and I am a student of the stream PCM, Physics, Chemistry, Maths, and my main aim has been always clearing NDA and getting into NDA, which is in the Defense Forces of India. And my secondary aim, that is my backup option after NDA, is JEE, that is Joint Entrance Examination. And the stream which I have taken, PCM, matches with both the NDA and the JEE, because in NDA there are two papers, one is maths and one is GAT, and the maths paper is a qualifying paper, means if you don't clear the maths papers cut off, then the GAT paper, then you will be not eligible to give the GAT paper on that and the day of examination. So and the maths is asked from the class 11th 12th, from which the JEE maths is also asked. However, there is a huge difference in the level of examination between JEE and NDA written examination. I am talking about the NDA written examination. However, the whole NDA process is very much of higher level than JEE, because the in the whole NDA process there is SSB interview. There is SSB interview also, in which it is a 5-day rigorous process in which you are tested on various parameters, which the FOJ wants in a officer cadet, whom they want to train and whom they want to make an officer for Indian Army, who will become a future, I guess, general or CDS, who can lead wars, who can lead historic wars. Many history points and many historic things can be done by that officer only. So the Forge wants some good qualities, some officer like qualities, as they say, in a candidate. And if the candidate is able to perform those officer like qualities which he has, because there is no chance of faking out the qualities if you don't have it, because there are 15 to 20 years experienced assessors are there, who are DIPR qualified assessors in Indian Army, and they have already interviewed around 2000 to 1500 candidates. So they all know that which candidate is faking, and they can catch the lie in just 10 to 15 seconds, and you are totally out if they catch a lie out of you. So you can't fake out your qualities. You have to just show your real personality, and if your real personality has those qualities, then you are definitely selected, and SSB is not that tough if you show the qualities. However, if I talk about the selection ratio, it is very much different. In JEE, the selection ratio is higher, and in NDA, the final selection ratio is much lower. That's why if I comprise the whole process of JEE and whole process of NDA, then NDA is much tougher than JEE. But if I talk about the written examination, which I was talking about, that PCM is there in JEE, and along with PCM in NDA, there is also English and GS portion and current affairs. The written examination of JEE is on much higher level than the NDA. That's why I decided to take JEE as a backup option, because I thought that if I will do the syllabus of JEE PCM religiously, then apart from physics and chemistry, I will be able to get very good marks in maths. And the maths paper is the only paper in which the students who appear for the written examination of NDA, which is conducted twice a year, they fail it, because maths paper is a qualifying paper. There are many subjects in GAT. So a student who doesn't like biology can study chemistry, a student who doesn't like history can study polity, a student who doesn't like polity can study current affairs, a student who doesn't like I think physics, they can study, he or she can study the English portion. So there are many subjects in GAT paper, that is the second paper. However, there are not many subjects in maths paper. It is totally based on the class 11th and 12th level maths. So people who appear for the NDA written examination find it very difficult to clear the maths cutoff if they are only preparing for the level of NDA. But if someone who has done JEE syllabus of PCM very rigorously, then he can easily clear the cutoff of NDA maths or NDA. He can easily score very good marks in NDA chemistry and NDA physics also. That's why I was talking about that, why I have taken PCM JEE as a backup option for me. Also, if unfortunately by God's unwill, if I didn't clear the NDA, if all my attempts of NDA gets exhausted, then I can get a good BTech college through JEE. And after doing the BTech, I can apply for the technical entries also, which gives direct SSB. As of now, May 2026, there are many technical entries which can give you direct SSB without any written examination. However, the Indian Army is planning that there should be a technical entry examination also, so that no direct SSB will be given, and by this thing the overcrowding will be avoided. So this is all, and now I will move to the second point, that why I have created this channel. So by this channel I would like to maintain my consistency throughout my daily schedule. And daily on this channel I upload around one video that is of 10 to 15 minutes, in which I talk in only English. I use only English language to convey whatever message I want to share here. Because after you clear the NDA examination, which I was talking about, the SSB interview. In SSB interview, you are assessed over your communication skills, because a true leader should have good communication skills. And as you are joining the Indian Army, which is not biased to any language, so English is the most common language that is used here, because in India there are more than 300 regional language, cultural language. However, English is the most common language, not only in India, in all over the world. That's why the SSB assessors would like you more, or give you more preference if you talk in English, if you convey your message in English, if you do all your tasks in English only. Because in SSB all the instructions are given in English only, so it is better that you can be very fluent in English, and be very consistent with English speaking also. That's why I talk here in English only, to improve my communication skills, to improve my fluency, and to eradicate the fear of failing out, or fear of not very well in communicating in English language. As I come from Bihar, here in Bihar, it is not that inevitable that you should speak in English only. Here, Hindi is the most common language, and Bhojpuri also. And in here, apart from big cities like Patna, Muzaffarpur, there are not many schools who are only English oriented. So you are totally the whole curriculum is totally based on English language, Hindi plus English. So you cannot be very familiar with English language if you are taught in Hindi also. That's why I am making this kind of initiative for me, so that I can be very fluent in English. Now I will move to today's thing, that what I studied. In this video I tell about that what I studied, and which fitness goal did I achieved. So today I have studied around 10 hours 12 minutes, and today is 13th of May 2026. Today I have studied around 10 hours 12 minutes, and out of these 10 hour 12 minutes, you can consider 10 hours as the most productive hours, or 9:30 also. 9:30 to 10 is my total productive study time for 13th May, that is today. And I am very much satisfied today, because I have only taken 4 hour or 4 hour 30 minutes of sleep, and after that I went for a run in the morning after waking up from a 4 hour 30 minutes sleep. I went for a run. I had a very good run, and after coming back I studied all day long and achieved this 9:30 to 10 hours of productive study. So I'm quite satisfied with my performance today, and I would like to continue this tomorrow also, and day after tomorrow, and for all days also. I know that reaching 10 hours daily is not it should not be my goal, because it will exhaust you in just 1 month. But my goal is to reach around 7 to 8 hours of consistent study hours till my NDA examination or other examinations like JEE or boards happen. Because the next 6 to 10 or 6 to 12 months or the next 1 year is very crucial for me, as NDA, JEE, board examinations, all of three examinations fall in the next 12 to 10 months only. So it's a very crucial time for me, and I have to maintain consistency with regular 7 to 8 hours of productive study. Then only I can produce a better outcome out of all these aims and examinations which I am targeting. So this was all about today. And for the fitness goal, it was raining outside, so I couldn't do the weight training, as I do the weight training things on my rooftop. And it was heavily raining today in Muzaffarpur, Bihar here, so I couldn't do the strength training and the weight training things. But I did ran today, and it was a very good run. In the morning only, I run in the morning only around from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m., and I come back to home by 6 a.m. to 6:15 a.m., and then I start studying by around 7 a.m. or 6:30 a.m., and from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. it's my study schedule. And in that in those all hours, you can calculate, I my main target is to achieve 6 hours of productivity. And after that 6 hours or 4:30 to 5 hours of productivity, or most to most 5:30, not more than 5:30. But if I have planned that tomorrow I have to take a break due to some unavoidable reasons, then I study 6 to 7 hours in that time period. However, my daily goal is to study only 4 to 5 consistent and productive hours in that span of 8 to 9 hours. So that is my goal only. And after that, from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. it's my rest time, and I also have lunch in that time if I don't sleep. And if I want to sleep, then I take a nap of 30 minutes. And from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. it is a time of another study session. And in that 4 hour period, I try to grab out around 3 hours of productive time. And after 9 p.m., after 8 p.m., I have my weight training session. And after completing the weight training session, I come here to brief about what happened today, how many hours did I studied, what fitness goal did I achieved, and how was my day. So this is a kind of daily journaling for me. So this was all for today, and I must inform you that tomorrow is I have some family emergency, so I can't upload any video for tomorrow, that is 14th of May. So that's why I have studied today 10 hours, and after completing this video I will study 1 to 2 hours more, so that I can get indulged in those unavoidable reasons or those unavoidable actions tomorrow without any guilt. So that is all for today. Thank you for watching.